Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name is Austin. This is Gone in 60, and this is my 2023 Toyota GR86. Today, we're going to be answering a very popular question. Why isn't the GR86 or new BRZ turbocharged? Guys, if you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe, and let's get right after it. So, the new GR86 platform, BRZ, the partnership, is an amazing vehicle. It's awesome. And something I repeatedly see in the comments is more power, why isn't it turbocharged? And in today's video, I want to cover just a few things that I hope might help you understand why it currently isn't turbocharged and maybe what the future of this platform might look like as we look at the partnership between Subaru and Toyota. So first off, the new GR86 platform, just the power bump that they gave it, kind of removing that torque dip that it had before with the FA24 is a great engine. Now, something we need to talk about a little bit to understand the answers to this question is the WRX and the new GR86, new BRZ. It is the Boxer FA24 engine. And there's a few differences between direct and port injected on each of them. We're not going to get into that. So, something to note is you look at the GR86, we need to understand what it's about and the platform. It is a lightweight sports car. It is 2,800 pounds, around 2,800 to 2,850, just depending on the trim level that you have. It is rear-wheel drive. It is meant to be kind of that 50-50 weight distribution track car, just lightweight, throw around in the corners, fun. So it's important to understand that before we answer the question. When you look at the FA24 on the WRX, the turbocharger is at the very, very bottom of the engine. It's at the very bottom of the car. And if you look at the GR86 and BRZ, basically with ground clearance and everything, they would have to redesign the platform in order to fit a turbocharger underneath there. That is my understanding. That is my opinion. I could be wrong. If I am, leave a comment below. But the WRX turbo sits at the very bottom. In order to do that on the GR86, which is a car that already sits extremely, extremely low, they're going to have to modify it and they're going to have to make some tweaks. So that's the first thing, is the location of it. Now that can be overcome. I'm sure there's a way they could re-engineer that, everything. Another thing, weight. When you start adding turbochargers, you have to add intercoolers, you have to add piping, you have to have a lot of components to be able to make that turbocharger breathe, as well as expel the exhaust out of there. And so as you look at kind of what the platform is about, to be able to add that weight to it, it's kind of taking away from what the car is. Another thing, when you look at turbocharging a car, it is not cheap. One of the main formulas that keeps the GR86 and BRZ selling really well and have a really strong platform is the cost of it. You can get into these cars, if you're not paying markup, around $30,000, give or take, depending on if you get, limited trims, premium trims, etc. You're going to be at the low 30s. When you look at adding a turbocharger, all of those parts, everything, in my opinion, could be wrong, you're going to be pushing mid-30s to probably $40,000 for that car. And it doesn't put it in a category that makes sense, especially when you're comparing it to the naturally aspirated Miata. It doesn't make sense, and I just don't think at $40,000 or right around there, people are necessarily going to just jump over the fence and say, yes, I want this. Another thing to consider, and this question gets brought up a lot, and it's a big topic of conversation right now. So my understanding is Toyota owns a piece of Subaru, a subsidiary. The rumors and everything that I keep seeing and hearing is that Toyota plans to put the GR Corolla Yaris engine into the GR86. Now that could be very interesting. I don't know what that would look like. I don't know when they would potentially do that, but a lot of the talk that I continue to see on YouTube, on a lot of the forums, is that's what Toyota is doing. Now, I don't know for certain if that's going to happen, and the reason being is it takes a lot of developmental cost. It is not cheap to do. The Supra this year has had one of its worst sales years. Surprisingly, that's such an amazing car. And when I say this year, I mean 2023. But, for Toyota to do that, if they already have the platform, if they already have the engine, all they need to do is make sure that everything can kind of fit in that engine bay, and I think they could totally do it. Now, if Toyota's doing that, if they've already got the platform, they're saving on you know, having to redesign a lot of components, a lot of things. It's already something that's kind of plug and play. So that could be very, very interesting. A 300 horsepower car, if they could keep it sub 3,000 pounds, that'd be a lot of fun. And that would be an awesome way to go about it. But I also don't think Toyota can be overly happy with, because really when we get down to the bare bones of this platform, it's a Subaru. It really is. The engine, everything. It is pretty much a Subaru. There's very minor differences between the GR86 and the BRZ, and I have to think with Toyota, the reliability, what the brand stands for, everything, I think Toyota wants to take back some of the control and to be able to make this car be their own, which I think it would probably be the first time since the original GR86 that Toyota, it has been just a pure Toyota. So I could see that happening. I definitely could. That's what the rumors, that's what the signs point to, everything. But it'll be interesting to see with the EPA. It'll be interesting to see with where the future of cars go. But really, in a nutshell, the reason the GR86 and BRZ isn't turbocharged today is number one, location of the turbo. Number two, weight balance, and it kind of takes away from the car. The other thing, you know, it weighs it down more, but the last thing is cost. They might price out their consumers, especially when you have the 2-liter Supra, which I wish they would make that in a manual. I wish. That would be a lot of fun. Anyways, guys, I hope you liked today's video. I hope I described to you guys, in my opinion, why I think the GR86 isn't turbocharged. But stay tuned, because I do think that could be coming on the horizon. If you guys are new to my channel, please like, comment, subscribe, and we will catch you on the next video.